All right, guys, so let's take a quick look at what we were doing yesterday. Again, awesome time, great turnout, incredible food. I thank everybody who brought something, who participated. I thank everybody for being safe. We just got to really improve a few areas of safety, but overall, it was a really incredible experience. What I want to do right now is I want to give you guys some breakdown as far as what am I looking for? What's the context of what I mean when I say you're a level 0 shooter, level 1, 2, 3, etc., and give you guys some insight so that you kind of get what it is that I'm actually looking for. Now, let it be known, anything that I talk about in this video or highlight in this video, it's not just subjective to the individual whom is being assessed, but really it's for a lot of you, especially when we talk about the mistakes being made. I'm seeing these mistakes very consistently, which is why I thought this was a really good video or a series of videos to assess, so you guys can get some really good insight. All right, so first and foremost, we're going to start here, and we'll watch this video, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. So the first thing right there that I just saw, loading the weapon down here and not up here. Remember, I bring it up, but keep that muzzle flared towards the impact berm and have that magazine well equal to your eyes. That's the first thing that I'm looking for a level 1 versus 0 shooter. Level 0 brings it down here. Level 1 brings it up here to their workspace. This is the workspace. Two is reholstering. A level 1 shooter exposes that holster, identifies it, and then slowly inserts that weapon system and watches it go in until it's fully seated. A level 0 shooter just basically lifts up their shirt and then tries to like jam it in. Don't do that, guys. Great way to get hurt. All right, so first thing as we go live, watch his feet as he steps in and gets ready to shoot.
Ready? Stand by.
Right here, and then readjust. So he goes 1, 2, and then 3. There's no need to do that. 1, 2, and then shoot. Now, I will say that a level 1 shooter does what he did there with multi-target acquisition, uses the hips as a tank turret. A level 0 shooter will shoot and then step and then shoot again when the targets are right next to each other. The other thing I'm looking at here is the stance. Level 0 shooter, narrow feet that aren't lined up on the target. A level 1 shooter has a very aggressive stance lined up on the target, but it yet is standing upright and not overly hunched over, which he's not, but his feet are way too close. Now, level 0 shooter keeps arms fully extended, brings the gun down, and goes walking with the gun all the way extended. A level 1 shooter brings it back into the compressed ready and begins to move. In this case, they're keeping it muzzle awareness pointed towards that impact berm. A level 1 shooter, so notice his stance here. It's better, but it's not level 1 style. So a level 1 shooter, again, will have a really good aggressive stance. It will immediately take aim at those targets, hit them in 1-2 order from the moment that they are observed. Better stance on that one. Could kick this back to be a little bit more aggressive. Also, can't tell if he's punched through on this or not. A level 0 shooter will punch the muzzle all the way through. A level 1 shooter will not. And then it's kind of hard to see anything from back there. So that's the first video. And again, guys, this isn't nothing whatsoever against Bill at all. Bill's a great shooter. I'm just highlighting some of these things because we need to talk about it more often. Our next shooter, all right, let's watch it.
Shooter ready? Stand by.
So first thing I noticed was they come in, their stance very tight. And then what did I say earlier? A level 0 shooter, they don't pivot at the hips. They just step and then shoot and then step and then shoot. Gun fully extended, punches through. Decent stance, very narrow still. Good kick with the foot in terms of pivoting, but again, still very narrow stance. And then here, after completion of the exercise, muzzle awareness, guys, we're never snapped out, never. And so you have to always make sure that that thing's pointing towards the berm. Level 0 person, for the trainers out there, and even for all you guys, I'm watching you because these are moments when we see mistakes happen and complacency begins to set in. So for a level 0 shooter at the completion of an exercise like this, I already talked to Eamon there. As an instructor, you're not standing on that weak side, you're standing on the strong side. And you're just being extra cognizant and aware because a level 0 shooter, they're going to lose track.
And at you.
All right, let's look at Nick here now. Huge shout out to Nick because when he joined about a year ago, he was level 0 through and through, but he's come a very long way. And I'm going to highlight some of the things that I see with him now in this video that I used to always see with him in those past 2 videos that we just showed.
And you're acquiring it.
So right off the bat, he does the 1, 2, 3 step. Still got to kind of work on that. This stance here isn't necessarily the best. Pivots. Very nice. Compress ready. Now that is a much better stance. He's low at the hips because he's got to get in here, and I don't think he over-penetrated on this.
That about me, real life.
Now, I would have expected a level 1, 2 shooter to engage as they're sweeping through that open window space. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He decided to pop the corner here on this one. There's nothing wrong with that. This actually gives us a good opportunity to assess his angles work. And you can see that he's got that right foot leaning forward because it's a right side of a corner that he's pitching out over. And then he's leaning in, bending the right knee so that he's not overexposing his body. That right there is very solid level 1 work. Somebody who's getting ready to morph into that level 2 phase.
I feel like looking down.
And then you see here again.
Eyes are thought.
Well, actually here, he's got his feet wrong. So we want to make sure that we keep that right foot out whenever we're popping right angles, left foot out whenever we're popping left angles. But overall, I think there's another video in here too that you'll be able to see a much bigger improvement from what he previously was when he had initially joined.
Work every day. Right down there. Good running. Stand by. I don't even expect that much. I know my weapon. I know what that is.
Almost good stance or almost good step, but he even did a 1, 2, a little shuffle with his back foot there to plant, to kind of plant it. But you really just want to make sure you're always planting those feet with a good, wide, solid stance. Good turret. And then again with the stance of the feet over here on that side. So I would say based off of the ability to turret, the shooting engagement, and Chris is a good shot, I would say level 1 for sure. But we still want to make the same adjustments that I was talking about just a moment ago.
Yep, they're ready. Grab my cherry lip on and go thing. Good ready. Stand by.
And all the same things that I was just already talking about, guys. You can start to see now, hey, these are like the level 0 shooting attributes that I'm looking for. These are some of the level 1 attributes that I'm looking for. Let me go up here a little bit further. Yeah, I think this was the run I wanted to show with Rick specifically. Steps. Might actually be the same run from a different angle, but you can see the level of his aggressiveness here in terms of like his stance. He's upright, his shoulders are down, but yet his elbows are flexed out forward. It brings it back to that ready position, compressed. I mean, aside from his foot being in back, this right foot not being the one out forward, I mean, he's got a really great stance here. Let's see. Yeah, man, we'll see Manny. 1-2, nice. Good pick. Good right leg forward. Cool. And I'll even say in a video I'm going to show you guys here in a minute, I also made the same mistake where I pop a corner and then I go left to right when you should really just be engaging as you're sweeping out. Hey, what am I seeing first? Bam, 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 bam. You don't need to see the full picture. You just need to see what you need to see in order to engage it. All right. So now I'm going to show you guys video here. I'm ready. So you could even hear the 1-2 in my feet, and that's it. I'm ready. And those feet are planted. And then here, I mean, I love these glasses because I should have actually already been engaging at this point right here, 1-2. And you see there, I kind of screwed that up where I did left to right. And then here, as I come pop in this corner, I should already be engaging this target right here. But for whatever reason, I didn't. And of course, guys, look at my finger. It's always straight up and off the trigger until I'm aimed in, ready to fire. See that right there? That's a really strong stance. And I'm popping a corner on this one on the left side. And you can see that my left knee is slightly bent. This leg is flexed, glute is flexed. And I've got a good upright stance with my shoulders down, relaxed. Great grip, no gap, focused. That's really a professional level of shooting. And you can even see like here, Terry, when she was cutting corners, she was doing the same thing. I mean, I see somebody doing this when they're popping corners, and that to me right there just tells me they know what they're doing. That's professionalism. Lexi right here, same thing. This was from our women's night a few weeks ago, but she's got that same bend in her leg. She's got that glute flexed. Her back leg is straight, really good support position. Because if this leg is back, then that opens up your hip to get pushed back by recoil management. Corey, one of our new members. And you can see right there, same thing with that back leg. Now, Corey does this professionally, so he's got the good stance. He's got that good back leg, got a good stable platform. When he comes up and needs to do the reload, he keeps the weapon right here up in his face, up in his workspace. He still cants his up a little bit. I prefer to just literally flare mine out just like this because it's just less movement, less variable, but very good ability. You just see that and you're like, okay, well, that's a dude who could professionally handle it. Brian, we'll talk about Brian really quickly. Good shot. But you can even see here initially, and this is what we see a lot in law enforcement, is that they teach this side-by-side stance. And then after just a little bit of shooting together, you can see he adjusted his quite a bit, and his grouping actually got a lot tighter just by doing that alone. And I'm not going to play all the videos so you can hear him talk about that because Don't need to. So there you kind of have it, guys. That's what I'm looking for, or at least some of the things I'm looking for whenever I'm assessing your skill set and your level. Like, what kind of a stance do you have? Like, do you have a good, solid waistline and below stance, wide, maybe slightly wider than shoulder, kick back, ready to manage that recoil? Is your upper body fluid? Is it upright? Are your shoulders relaxed? Are your elbows already flared all the way out forward? Push your arms out and then flare it out slightly. Do you have a good, solid, proper grip? Do you bring the weapon up into your workspace? Do you know where your gear is at on your body without having to actually look for it? But yet, when you're reholstering your weapon, you do observe and look and then make sure that you reholster that weapon properly so you don't accidentally hurt yourself. These are just some things that I'm looking at. Target engagement, the way that you're popping around a corner and things like that. So, yeah, let me know what questions you guys may have. We are going to start running a few more firearm safety essentials classes. Everybody must take that. There's probably going to come a time very soon where I won't open up the range to people unless they take that class. So you might as well get it out the way now while you can. And I'll have some more dates for that here pretty soon. Let me know if you guys have more follow-on questions. Again, thanks everybody for a great weekend, awesome barbecue, and talk to y'all soon.